Hello, one and all. It's your boy, Alternative Voice, wishing you a happy National Police Cowardice Day. You see, it's been 3 years since the shooting at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, um, where 19 students, prepubescent children, by the way, and two teachers were mercilessly gunned down by a monstrous scumbag who thankfully is no longer breathing thanks to Bortec. Now, even though they eventually went in there and killed him and killed Salvatore Ramos and saved the taxpayers a lot of money by not having to go through the legal process and the incarceration of that piece of shit, uh, they still let 19 children and two teachers die needlessly. For 77 minutes, you had the Uvalde police, and not just the Uvalde police, you had the sheriff's office, you had the border patrol. That's where Bortec comes from. Texas Rangers, state troopers, you name it. And there were a lot of agencies there. A total of like 400 cops, I think, or something like that, give or take. It could have been like closer to 370 or something, but anyway, they stayed out there for 77 minutes while Salvatore Ramos acted out his sick, twisted fantasies. Now, it is also the 11th anniversary of Elliot Rodgers' Day of Retribution. Now, did that tie into what Salvatore Ramos did? We don't know. He never left a manifesto like Elliot Rodger did. And the only person who can answer that question, well, his brains were just splattered all over a classroom in Uvalde. So you won't get an answer from him anytime soon. However, the cowardice and incompetence displayed by the police that day, and not just the police, the sheriff's office, the federal law enforcement agencies, the state law enforcement agencies, was absolutely inexcusable and criminal. And nobody has faced any charges for it whatsoever. Although there was this one German girl who got convicted of failing to report a crime or something like that. But she was in Germany and she was talking to him over some internet chat. I can't remember which platform it was, and quite frankly, it doesn't fucking matter. What does matter is the police utterly failed us that day. They failed the community. 19 children and two teachers are dead because of their cowardice and incompetence. I mean, I've seen reviews of this. I mean, they show up with all their tactical gear, and they had, ballistic shields. They still wouldn't go in. And they had all these fancy rifles, body armor, and none of them went in. They stayed outside for 77 minutes. And this wouldn't be the first time. I mean, look at Columbine, look at Pulse Nightclub, and finally look at Stoneman Douglas High in Parkland, Florida. So many police failings, and it's been very, very consistent. Not to mention there were a whole bunch of cops who stayed outside when Stephen Paddock did his thing in Medallia Bay in Las Vegas. And it just gets progressively worse and worse and worse. And it's, we need to hold police accountable for when they murder people, when they do shit like this. But what a lot of people don't understand is that the police have no obligation to protect you. And I mean, it's like people are saying, oh, we need gun control and all that shit. I'm like, no, you need more competent police, better and brave police, better mental health services, and more anti-bullying campaigns. I mean, all of this could have been stopped if somebody had just bothered to lock the fucking doors of the school. I mean, it's like, you shouldn't just be able to waltz into a school the way Salvatore Ramos did in Uvalde. No. It's like, schools need to be protected by brave and competent men. I think we need armed security guards with body armor and not just little handguns. They need rifles and shotguns. Simply say, don't try that shit here, buddy, because we will shut that shit down very quickly. The only thing that will stop violence is more violence. And, they're saying, oh, that bad guy with a gun, and the only thing that can stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun was proven false. Blah, 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 blah. Well, who said the police were the good guys? They've done a lot of damage. They've terrorized a lot of people. They've murdered a lot of people. They are not your friends, people. They are not on your side. Do not think for a second they are. I know a lot of you out there have drank in the Kool-Aid and still worship at the altar of law enforcement and are happy to lick their boots. Well, I'm here to tell you that they're full of shit, and so are you if you really believe that they are on your side. That being said, I wish you all a very happy National Police Cowardice Day. And I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you found it thought-provoking. And I would love it if you would please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be good, y'all. That's enough for today. Peace.